We gotta stop this thing!
No! Don't! Stay above 50!
But Sarah's been shot, we gotta get
You
him
slow
off!
down and this bus will explode!
A bus, a bomb, and a rule so simple it became the most terrifying premise in Hollywood history. Keep it above 50 or everyone dies. In the summer of 1994, speed didn't just entertain audiences, it held them hostage for 116 minutes. Made on a $30 million budget by a first-time director, starring an actor who didn't want to be there, it grossed $350 million worldwide and changed action cinema forever. Here are 20 mind-blowing facts plus 2 bonus reveals about Speed. When Jan de Bont was handed the script, it came with a warning. The whole thing takes place on a bus. His first reaction? Boring. Then he read it, his head filled with images he couldn't shake, and he made one of the best decisions of his career. The man who thought a bus was a bad idea became the man who proved everyone wrong.
I can find you.
Pop quiz, Hotshot. There's a bomb on a bus. Once the bus goes 50 miles an hour, the bomb is armed. If it drops below 50, it blows up. What do you do?
The face of the entire film almost didn't show up. Reeves read the script and said no, too close to Die Hard, zero interest in action. De Bont convinced him with one promise: do as many stunts as he wanted. That negotiation is the reason Speed exists as we know it. Pop quiz, Hotshot. That line and most of the dialogue you actually remember was written by Joss Whedon, completely uncredited. Credited writer Graham Yost openly admitted Whedon wrote most of what audiences hear. The most quoted line in the movie belongs to a man whose name isn't on it.
Pop quiz, Hotshot. There's a bomb on a bus.
Early drafts had a completely different twist. Jack's partner Harry was the secret mastermind with Hopper as his accomplice. Ed Harris was cast specifically for that reveal. When Daniels replaced Harris, producers decided his warm, likable face would never convince audiences. One casting change erased the entire plot twist. Tom Cruise, Harrison Ford, Tom Hanks, Brad Pitt, Nicolas Cage, Bruce Willis, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Stephen Baldwin turned it down. Too much like Die Hard, Wesley Snipes and Woody Harrelson passed and made Money Train instead. By the time Reeves signed on, nearly every major action star had already walked. Fox didn't want Bullock. De Bont fought for her just 2 weeks before cameras rolled. Her response? She went and earned a real bus driver's license, passing on her first attempt. Even though a stunt driver handled virtually all the actual driving. She didn't need it, she got it anyway. Within months, she was the most famous actress in the world. The role was first offered to Halle Berry. She turned it down. Years later, she gave the most brutally honest explanation you'll ever hear from an actress about declining a hit. The film wouldn't have done for her what it did for Bullock. Her exact logic: she would have just been seen as the driver. No regrets. The candor alone is unforgettable. The most iconic stunt wasn't even in the original script. De Bont was driving around LA during pre-production, noticed an incomplete gap in the I-105 freeway, and thought, what if the bus had to jump that? One ordinary drive gave the world one of the greatest practical stunts in Hollywood history. The crew dramatically underestimated how far the bus would fly. It sailed past every camera position and destroyed one on landing. De Bont called Panavision begging for spare cameras, promising to replace them much further back, but the most expensive shot in the film nearly had no footage. Before the subway finale could be shot, production went completely dry. The first test screening showed animated storyboards instead of real footage for the entire climax. Audiences reacted so powerfully, the studio found the money immediately. A film about something that couldn't stop nearly stopped dead. The bomb triggers below 50 miles per hour rule was not in the original script. Hopper improvised it during creative discussions. Everyone in the room knew instantly it was the engine driving everything. The entire promise of the film came from the villain actor making it up. The studio planned an August release. The graveyard slot, test screenings changed everything. Fox moved it to June and watched it earn $350 million worldwide against a $30 million budget. The film they nearly buried became their biggest hit of the year. During test screenings, a Fox producer noticed audience members who needed the bathroom were walking backwards to the exit, unable to turn away from the screen. That was the exact moment he understood what they had. Here's the fact that reframes everything. River Phoenix, Reeves' closest friend, died during production. Bont quietly adjusted the schedule, but Reeves stayed. The weight behind his eyes in certain scenes was not entirely fictional.
Pressure is a sensation that's caused by a force. Which kind of pressure? From where is it coming from? In the terms of 16 films, etc., I don't have that kind of pressure. I feel, I want to be a better actor. I want to give great performances, etc. He was coming off films back to back, and then to go into another project, it takes, and especially for him, the way that he worked, a phenomenal amount of energy and giving, mind and heart. And I think he was probably in a place. It's hard tired.
Bullock had appeared in The Thing Called Love, River Phoenix's last completed film. Phoenix and Reeves were best friends. Both leads were connected to the same tragedy from different angles, brought together on a set where one of them was quietly grieving. The chemistry audiences loved was forged in genuinely painful circumstances.
Thanks.
Both Reeves and Bullock developed real crushes on each other during filming. Neither said a word. Decades later, in separate interviews on The Ellen DeGeneres Show, both admitted it independently. They spent the entire shoot silently carrying feelings they never once expressed. Romantic or heartbreaking, you decide.
She's been fighting the direction of just being like, the complete damsel in distress. And really, excuse us for a moment. Nice blouse.
Do you think? I think it's
nice.
very cool, huh? How are you?
I'm pretty well.
Okay.
Et voila.
Speed opened on June 10, 1994. On June 17th, O.J. Simpson led police on a nationally televised chase across Los Angeles freeways. Audiences seeing Speed that week were watching LA freeway chaos on screen, while real LA freeway chaos played out on the news. The line between film and reality had never been thinner. Tarantino was offered the director's chair and passed. He later named Speed one of his 20 favorite films since 1992. He turned it down, then spent years celebrating it. That might be the most Tarantino thing that has ever happened. The bus is numbered 2525. Do the math. 25 plus 25 equals 50. The exact minimum speed to keep the bomb from going off. The entire premise of the film was hidden in the bus number for 30 years. Pop quiz, Hotshot. Whedon says he wrote it. Yost isn't sure. A third uncredited writer might have written it but doesn't remember. Bont credits Whedon. Whedon denies it. Nobody knows. It simply appeared, and the film claimed it forever. The scene where Payne lifts Harry by sticking fingers into his nostrils was entirely Hopper's idea. Bont nearly refused, until Hopper demonstrated it on him. He immediately changed his mind. What looks cartoonish on screen is genuinely, surprisingly painful. Hopper's instincts were right twice on the same film. The elevator shaft sequence wasn't imagination. While shooting Die Hard at Fox Plaza, Bont got stuck in a real elevator at the 40th floor and was rescued through the rooftop hatch by the fire department. He didn't invent that terror, he remembered it. Which fact just broke your brain? Tell me in the comments. I read every single one. Keep watching, keep feeling, and never stop chasing the magic of cinema. I'll catch you in the next one.